Well. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about why you shouldn't be choking your Johnson, the chicken, okay? And I'm not over here telling you what to do because you do whatever you want with that, dog. I don't have no interest in what you got going on with that, okay? I'm just here to share some information on why, changing these things in my life helped me out as a man, especially with women, and how it could help you out as well, okay? Because a lot of you guys still have this problem to this day, which honestly, it surprises me because, I quit a while ago. And so for me, it's a completely different life now. But for some guys, they're still actively doing it. And hey, I'm not over here sitting on a soapbox, right? Because I grew up doing that shit, and I've said this multiple times that if there was a Mount Rushmore of gooners, I would probably be on it. I'd probably be on the goon Rushmore. My face would be up there. Like, I was a high level member. What is the army ranks? Let's see. The general. I'd probably be like the general up there, right? Understand this. Growing up, and if you haven't watched my highest viewed video on YouTube, it's about semen retention. But this one is more so going to be about just the whole act in general, right? It's not just necessarily about semen retention. But understand this, that when you as a man, you're sitting there every night and you're typing in these websites to goon and to just pleasure yourself, you are training your mind in so many bad ways as opposed to if you didn't do it. Okay? Number one is going to be you're training your mind for instant gratification, to go with the easiest route. And understand that any goal in your life is going to take challenge. It's going to take some difficulty. And if you train your mind for everything to be easy, then guess what? The moment you try to reach that goal and shit gets hard, your mind's going to quit because it's so used to going for the easy route. Why is it easier to goon than it is to go and approach a woman? Because when you approach a woman, you guys be nervous, right? You be all nervous, you be scared, you're unconfident. So the easier route is what? Just open up a tab, pull out the crispy sock, and goon all night, right? But as a man, you have to train your mind to go with the most difficult option. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard, right, at first, but you have to do it. Listen, the very first time you approach a woman, you're going to be nervous. It is what it is. Unless you're just him, unless you were just born him. If you were born him, hey, you're a different man. You're Timothy, okay? But the very first time for most guys, they're going to be nervous. And this is not just something with women. You got to understand that skills in life, when you start out, you're not going to be good at it. If I were to start working at NASA and it's my first day and they put me on the job and they said, hey, here you go, build this rocket, I'd be kind of nervous if there was a bunch of pressure on me. I'd still get the job done. I'd figure out a way to make it happen. But I'm sure that nervousness inside of you is like, damn, I don't want to fuck this up, right? Because you don't have as much experience as you should if you had put in more hours. But it takes hours, 10,000 hours to master anything. So that nervousness that you feel is simply just the fact that you haven't put in enough hours. Because once you've given yourself enough proof, enough undeniable evidence that you are him, you're going to be feeling like him 24/7. And I promise you, it is the best feeling in the world to wake up every day, look in the mirror, and be like, I'm him, right? You just wake up, you're driving down the road, I'm him. Doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter about looks, money, and status. I'm him, right? But you got to give yourself that feeling. My camera keeps dying on me, but let's go ahead and continue this video. So you're making your life harder on yourself because every time you see a beautiful woman, you cannot go and approach her. All right. If you see all those beautiful women on your phone and you're scrolling and you're picking different videos every single day, maybe multiple a day. Hey, I know how it goes. Okay. I know how it goes. I've been there. Okay. I've been there. Why? How do you think I'd be on the face of Goon Rushmore if I don't know where you're at right now? I know what it feels like to be where you're at. Understand this. If you can't go approach a woman as bad as the ones that you see on your phone, then you have a problem. And another thing is that when you do get with a woman, if you do, some of you guys are fucking incels, and you got to understand you're on the lowest version of the totem pole, all the way at the bottom. Why? Because all you do is just, you goon, you don't talk to women, you're scared of talking to women, all this shit, right? So guess what? You're at the bottom of the totem pole. And understand this, that if you were to sleep with a woman, what happens? You don't get the same type of erection. You end up with ED because of the fact that every single day you're watching different ones doing crazy shit, right? You're probably watching this kink or this kink, right? Whatever it is that you're into, you're probably searching everything up, all types of different things. And so when you get with a woman, not to say that the sex can't be kinky, but it's not going to satisfy your brain. Even if it's the real deal, and it feels way better than whatever it is you got going on in your room by yourself in a dark room with the fan on and the crispy sock. It feels way better. So it's supposed to be like on hawk mode, but it's not. Why? Because you've been frying your brain. You've been frying your brain. Sitting there every night. Not only that, not only the fact that you switch from multiple women, so it's not really going to satisfy you on that level, but also the fact that you're depleting yourself every single day. You're depleting yourself over and over and over and over of that life force energy that can create another life. You got to be holding on to that. You got to hold on to it. You got to quit those videos, quit, going on those websites, quit, quit gooning. Stop. Just stop, brother. All that shit, I'm telling you, it's unnecessary. As a man, you don't need any of that stuff. I don't know who lied to you. All that shit that they've been telling you, oh yeah, men need to do it, blah, blah, blah. They're just trying to sell you. You got to understand that in this world, sales rules the world. Okay? Everyone's trying to sell you. So the porn companies are going to sell you on the idea that you should be watching porn, or it's normal to watch porn, or it's normal to beat your meat, right? Cut that shit out. I'm telling you, you can simply just learn how to talk to women. You can learn how to be, most importantly, confident in yourself, right? Because that comes before talking to women. Learning how to be confident in yourself. Learn how to talk to women. And if you do have the urge to release, or you do have that urge of, you want to fuck some, you go and you talk to a woman. It's that simple, right? You learn to get over the fear of rejection. This woman says no worries. I'm going to keep going after what I want, right? I'm not going to lower my type. I'm not going to lower my standard. This is the type of woman that I want this caliber. You can literally custom build in your mind a preset character of who you want. Okay, so in my mind, I want a nice, light skinned Latina with a nice fat ass and some nice, straight black hair, or straight or curly hair, whatever the case may be, right? I want her to smell good. I want her face to be pretty as fuck, right? And when you go out in public and you see what you like, you go after it, right? You go talk to her. She says no worries. Next time you see another one just like that, you keep, you shoot your shot. Eventually, you're going to get what you want. You understand that? Regardless of what your type is. Whatever your type is, you decide in your mind and you go out there and you get it. And I'm telling you, it's going to be way better, a way better feeling when you can sit there and actually enjoy the company of a woman rather than seeing another man enjoy the company of a woman, and you're just watching it through a screen all alone in a dark room. And I bet a lot of you guys are probably going to turn off this video and just continue gooning. Hey, you might have to be higher on the goon Rushmore mountain. Like my face, it has to be up there, right? Because I'm solidified. I put in my fucking years, right? I started in like second grade till like, I don't know, 2016 or 2020 or some shit, right? So I solidified myself in the game, right? I've retired, but some of you guys just you're unstoppable, right? But I'm telling you, I'm not telling you what to do, because at the end of the day, I don't care what you do with that stuff, right? Because all I care about is what I got going on with me, right? Because if you want to decide to play and goon and go on the websites, doesn't affect me one bit. Go ahead. Be a loser. That's no worries. But I'm just trying to wake you up and help you understand the path that you're heading down, and that there is an alternative path that can get you better results. Okay? If you want to go ahead and contact me, send me a DM on Instagram at Optimal Man Coaching. Like the video, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Peace.